Hello, welcome back to another video. We are still doing Vlogtober, right? Thank you so much for coming this side. And I am still continuing to cook. It is 3 a.m. in the morning and I will be doing waffles. I'm preparing waffles. I just measured 4.5 cups of flour and I am going to measure 1.5 cup of corn flour. Make sure that you sieve it. You sieve your flours, and then 3 teaspoons salt and 3 teaspoons cinnamon. You can add more cinnamon. I just put a little bit because I wanted a little bit more. You can add more if you want, if you feel like you need them to be cinnamony. Is there even such a thing? 1.5 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda or baking soda and 1/2 cup sugar. I put a little bit kotanyana at the other side, at the end there, and I added 3 teaspoons baking powder. The sugar, you don't have to sieve it unless if it's icing sugar, so I'm not using icing sugar, I'm using normal sugar. As I was sieving this, I realized that my salt is actually not that fine. It is not coarse salt, but it is not that fine, so it didn't really go through the sieve, all of it. So I just wanted to check how much did not go through the sieve, because I didn't want to put that salt that had other things that I was taking out of the flour by sieving. So I added what was missing, the amount that was missing from the salt, and then I beat 6 eggs, and I measured 6 cups of milk. I'm using 1/2 cup on this one, so it might look like it's a lot. It's 12 1/2 cups, because 12 1/2 cups makes 6 cups, and I just added 2 tablespoons of vanilla essence, and I'm adding 1.5 cup of flour, sunflower oil. I don't know about canola oil, but cooking oil, not olive oil. So I just measured that, and I'm going to whisk them together. The nice thing about milk and oil, it's not the same as milk, oil and egg. It's not the same as if it was butter. I just added a little bit more of sugar, like I told you. The sugar that I put before is still fine, but I think I wanted them to be slightly sweeter. And I mixed the dry ingredients first, make sure that everything is well combined. Then I'm going to add my wet ingredients bit by bit. I don't have a KitchenAid or stand mixer or whatever it is that it is called, so I use my hands majority of the time. And unless if I'm making a lot, I don't need that. I'm okay with using my hands. I'm okay with doing everything manually instead of with machines, but it's a convenience, and I believe that if I did have one, it was going to save me a lot of time. It is very early in the morning, guys. Forgive me for shooting this video with the gown, but I just woke up, took a shower, and then came straight to the kitchen because I feel like if I don't do this, I'm not going to finish. And if I don't finish, then I think I wouldn't be doing what I want to do. I'm not going to achieve what I want to achieve. Normally, I would spend a day or two, 3 days cooking non-stop, but lately with this one, there's always something that is standing in the way and I'm not finishing. So today I just told myself that I'm just gonna wake up very early in the morning and try and do this. With here, what I'm doing is I've been, what do I call it, is it toasting the bread on the pan with butter. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to make a sandwich out of that. And as you can see at the background, I'm cooking ground beef. I'm going to use it for another dish. I don't know if I'll be able to do it today or it'll be tomorrow, but it's okay as long as it's ready. Then if I can't use it today, I'll just stick it into the fridge and use it the following day. And I finished toasting my bread, about 22 slices, because I have 11 slices of cheese. So I'm making eggs individually. This is how they look. I put tomato in, and then I put a slice of cheese on top. It does, you just put the slice of cheese on top for a few seconds, then you can take it out. It doesn't, if it stays longer than that, it's going to melt and it's not gonna look pretty. So this is how I'm making it. An egg, let it cook for a minute, add sliced tomato. You can do the size, any size that you want, and I just cut them. I just cut mine slightly thicker, but not too thick. And I seasoned it. You can use salt or aromat or yellow salt, and put the cheese slices on top. And that was it. Like, it's simple, 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 simple. You don't have to toast your bread on the pan with butter. You can actually use your toaster if you want to. Like, toast your bread. But for me, I think this is, I love it. I can control how crispy it gets. Even with the toast I can, but I don't know, I'm old-fashioned maybe, or maybe I like making things difficult for myself. I don't know. So I'm putting another slice on top of the egg, and I'm just finishing off. I did the other three off camera. Guys, I'm multitasking here. I am seriously multitasking. It's a lot, but I'm not complaining. I like it when I see things coming together like this. I love it. I think this looks good. And to be fair, this is not my idea. Yesterday, I asked my son to make me some food. And actually, I didn't ask him to make me some food. I'm also making waffles on the other side while I was doing that. I didn't ask him to make me some food. He made himself some food. And he came with this plate, it's 2 slices and the egg and the cheese. I'm like, what is that? It's like, it's bread. He didn't toast his bread though. Like, that looks so good. It's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. I just got, because I had leftover cheese from the bagels when I was doing the bagels. And I had a couple of slices of cheese. So I was like, that's a good idea. I'm going to do it, but I'll do it with toasted bread. So this is how I flash freeze them individually, and then after I'll package them later. These are the bagels and the cinnamon rolls. I've put the cinnamon rolls at the bottom. They they won't be able to get to them anytime soon, but sorry. Yeah, these are the This is how I flash freeze my same sandwiches and anything else. And this is the ground beef that I made. I just added the egg there, and I'll grate the cheese later, then I'll decide what I'm going to do. So now I just took out the sandwiches from the freezer, and I'm going to package them, and I'm going to package the waffles as well, because I'm not going to flash freeze them because they are crispy. So I'm not worried about they'll be fine. Yeah, they'll be fine. I've been talking too much, but yes, this is how I do it, guys. This is how I do bulk cooking for my family. If I do something like this, I'm still not yet done. Most of the time I buy 10 kg of flour, and I get creative with it. It's 5 kg cake flour and 5 kg bread flour, and I just get creative with it to create meals for 6 to 2 months, 6 weeks to 2 months, that I don't have to worry about breakfast and lunch. Believe me, it's very reasonable, and it saves me a lot of time. And you know what, since I've discovered this, because this is not my idea, I saw it somewhere on YouTube. I watch Becky, Acre Homestead. I watch her a lot, and that's where I saw this idea where she cooks in batches. Actually, I follow that woman. She's my inspiration. And yeah, if you are still watching up until this far, if you've watched up until this far, thank you. Stick around. I'm still cooking. It's not done yet, and I'm trying to keep this as short as I can, in line with Vlogtober, so that I don't overwhelm you guys, because me, knowing me, I would have made this into a 2-hour video, but hey, spacey as well is a problem for me. So thank you so much for staying. Thank you so much for watching. See you on to the next one.